This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Cousins gives way to Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Gun. Hey, 50 the mic. 50 the mic. I know he ain't got it.
On the ground, it's Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't as long as they're not listening to...
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd and 2, Cousins under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Watch the run, watch the run. 555.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A toss to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
And the Vikings first down.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Cousins. Flush to his right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
319.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing? Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touch. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 59 yards.
First and 10 at the 35.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike, 55. Check.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, echo. Let him know.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the carry, it's Cook. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Dayon Buchanan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man is Ross, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't think you got it, sir. 55.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let it! Look at the 8. Got one. They got tight. 26. We got 3. Look at the 8.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Joker, 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 joker. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Take 30. 55. Right there to 50. Hey, 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 hey. Mike, 55. Protein spill. Eat.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run in.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They run. Cook. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Doctson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Rodgers running the option right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one good for 26 and a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check 13.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Damian Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Give him 16 yards on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, Cousins escaping the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It's 3rd.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.